Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen and I'll start recording
Okay,
and we can start with the demo. Yeah.
great. Okay, so we made two apps in Streamlit. One of the app is created for 8 of the most populated city in Kansas. What we really want to show here is the crime rate in each one of the cities. And maybe if we can see if the cities are correlated, maybe in one city the crime increase, in the other one increase too. So this why we use these map colors. We made it in Plotly, and we can change the year and see how the crime rates change through the years. We have the data set from the year 2003 and 2020, and we can change the year and see how the crime rates are increasing or lowering. We have 8 cities in this app.
Okay.
We have 8 cities. We have Salina, Washington, Wichita, Topeka, Leavenworth, Lenexa, and Overland Park. And we can see here we have this legend that we're going to use. And we can also select the type of crime, okay? We see now the crime rate for murder in the year 2007, but we can change to burglary or assault or larceny. And we can see how this changes in every time of the year. This is the first app that we use. The second app that we are creating is using the data set for the NRBRS, which is the National Incident-Based Reporting System. I used the years from 2006 to 2020. And just making like the most relevant insights that we like we take from this data set. We see age of the victim by sex, race of the victim by sex, also the age and race of the offenders, the type of weapon that they use. We see here the most common type of weapons. Also, what day of the weeks are the most high rate of crime?
Okay, so
And
it's Friday. Okay.
and we also have the five most common crimes against person and property. Okay.
Okay.
And in the last part of the app, I aggregate the forecasting. We can also select this through years. O sea, we can see here how change or vary through the years.
Okay.
And in the forecasting, we can select, the type of crime too. We can select the forecasting for robbery. And this forecasting, they give us 3 years ahead. Okay, so I made it only this is running. I still let me wait until the chart. Okay, so I did the forecasting until the year 2027, and this is all this inside. We also have it in the Jupyter notebook from the EDA analysis that we make from the NRBRS dataset.
Okay. Okay.
Well, this is still running. It's taking a little bit, but
It's
this is
fine. So
basically
yeah.
the two apps that we created.
For the forecasting, what was the model that you used?
Because the amount of data set that we have, it was not a lot. I use a linear regression, and I use the NeuroProfit
Okay.
for doing the forecasting.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to show the forecasting for the robbery?
Mm-hmm. see, we can select also arson, and we have the most common crime that against person and property that we can select for the forecasting.
Okay. Okay. Looks nice. Okay.
Great.
Yep. So it's basically arson is going down, basically, right?
Yes.
2025.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you
From
said
the year 2003, we can see they are decreasing.
okay.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. That's great. That's great. I think these are pretty good results and good analysis. So I think this can be used effectively to
Mm-hmm.
understand which areas people might want to move in or understand what might be happening in the future so that people can choose their neighborhoods well and everything. So yeah,
Yeah.
this should be pretty useful and all that. And can you go to the first application you showed again?
The first app?
Yeah,
Okay. Let me see in here. Okay.
yeah. I think yeah, this map is actually looks really good. So I think it's Topeka, which has some high crime rate larceny, right?
The arson, the data set that I use for this app doesn't have information about the arson crimes,
Okay.
only about murder, robbery, assault, burglary, larceny,
Mm-hmm.
and theft.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. That's great. I mean, in general, I think the crime rate's low, but I think it's still increasing over the time. And there's some common places where the crimes are happening. I think
Yeah,
Topeka is one of them, I think.
yes, I think, and we can see in some of the years like a peak from the
Mhm.
crime, and
Yeah.
then the other years they are low. But I think that some of them are decreasing, but definitely others are like increasing.
Okay. 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 Okay, these are some good results. Thank you for your input